I wasn't partying with P.Diddy in Miami. And then I saw that he was real, and I was like, no.
Can you imagine?
He's still mad.
The very first Valentine's Day, I'm madly in love, and I'm there alone.
Hey guys.
Hi world.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome to our How We Met series. So today we're going to talk about how we met and the proposal. But before we go into it, I'd like to say thank you so much for every comment that you guys left. It's lovely to read those comments, especially in the morning.
I don't read in the morning, but I do read afterwards.
Yeah, I love reading those comments. It's really making my day. So please do leave the comment if you're watching our video, any of our videos. Please feel free to leave the comment. So we are going to talk about our special day. It was very special day. But before we go into this, what I'd like you to do is to subscribe to our channel. So please, if you haven't subscribed yet,
go on, it's free,
So please, now, 3, 2,
great job, thank
1,
you.
ding! Yeah, so thank you so much. And to start with, I proposed back in 2014, so that was 7 years ago. The actual date when I proposed was 1st of March. To me it was very important when to do it, because obviously I was a bit nervous about it. So when did I decide?
So first of all, when did we meet?
Okay, we met in 2013.
The month?
July.
And you proposed?
July the 4th? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Was it July the 4th?
No, it was after. Anyway, I'm really bad with it. So we met in July 2013 and you proposed the 1st of March 2014. Okay.
No long things.
So that's 7 months. Very wrapping everything up.
Well, you might say that, but I was mentally prepared to meet my future wife. So from the very first minute, as I said, you are my wife. So, yeah. But I was thinking. So obviously, 1st of March, just a couple of weeks before, it's 14th of February. So I was thinking, of doing this for 14th of February, but then Madame Patricia, she was in Miami. Yeah. So her and her sister, they both traveled to Miami.
New York, then Miami.
Just before.
It was beautiful.
Just before the Valentine's Day, So can you imagine?
He's still mad.
The very first Valentine's Day, I'm madly in love, and I'm there alone.
Well, I had to travel because we prepared this even before I met him, so I was not gonna miss it.
So nothing will change that.
Yeah, so I was determined to travel.
Yeah, so while Patricia, she was partying with P.Diddy in Miami.
I wasn't partying with P.Diddy in Miami. I just happened to be in a club where P.Diddy actually made an appearance. So we have the picture, we'll show the picture.
In the club.
He's still super jealous, but hey, I had a good time. Yeah,
so that was that was the time, and I actually remember there's another picture that so here's the scenario. So I'm in Dublin. Yeah, the weather is crap. Okay, it's winter.
Raining.
It's raining. It's kind of snowing, but it's not real snow.
It's not just winter. It's just the Irish weather.
It's just it's just like it's just bleh. Okay, and she's sending me a picture from Miami, and here's the picture.
Palm trees, blue sky.
I mean, you can look at this picture for hours. I mean, when I was showing this picture to my colleagues, at the time I was working in Google, so I was showing this to my colleagues. I'm like, guys, look at this, my girlfriend, she's there. They were looking at me. They're like, this is not even real. I'm like, it is. It's actually a real picture. So, 14th of February, I'm lonely I'm so lonely.
And I am partying.
And she's partying with P.Diddy, huh? So I went to the store and I knew what I was looking for. So the engagement ring, I knew exactly what I want. Okay, I was on budget. It's a unlimited budget, but it's limited by the size of it. So I couldn't buy the beers at the time. So I went and I looked at this particular ring, and it's a vintage ring, and I really like it. So I needed to get it, in the right size. So I knew the size, because when we traveled before that, I kind of, did we travel before that?
No, we didn't travel, but what happened is...
How did I know the size?
So we went shopping, and then you took me to a jewelry, and then you were like, oh, I just want to know your ring size just for fun. And yeah, so the jewelry was like looking at all my fingers, and then you asked him to look for to give you the size of the engagement, whatever.
Right.
And then that's how you knew the size.
This is where, I've made that mistake.
I
gave myself up.
I was like, but I didn't know when it was gonna happen, but it was an indication that he was thinking about this, but
So
that's how you
this is the thing that I missed. But I knew the size, so I knew the size exactly, and so the ring, I'm like, I have to make sure that the ring, is the right size. So when she came back, it was like end of February. For a couple of days I was waiting, because I wanted to, 1st of March is the first day of spring, right? So it's a calendar spring, when everything is springing and it's
blooming.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, I want this to have a date, I don't want to do it, just when did it happen?
The 7th of March.
Yeah, 7th of, I don't know, April, like, what? So I was really waiting, it was, to me, I kind of remember now, it was 7 years ago, it's a long time. And,
not really.
Well, the memories, it's a long time for things that happen. But I was really thinking, okay, where am I going to do it? Like, to me, the biggest question was, okay, what's the moment, what is the, what will be the moment, how am I going to do this, yeah? Because it's kind of, if you think about it, right, it's easy, okay, here we go, there's the ring, would you like it or not? Simple, right?
Yeah, but you knew I was gonna say yes, no? Or you had doubt that I was gonna say yes?
No, I didn't have doubt. I mean,
if 7 months after
we spoke about this, we touched on this, kind of, the relationship, marriage and all that. So I kind of, I gauged to, what do you think about it? Do you think it's a good idea? Would you be, open to that? And I think, from your mother, we had a blessing before.
Oh, my mom, when she met me, she was like, are you here to marry my daughter? Hey.
That's actually the first question she asked.
I was just like...
Oh, yeah, I actually remember that moment. Yeah, I remember. She was straight up like, are you here to marry? So I knew, of course I knew that, I'm not just, doing this and then, I cannot do this, sorry. It's not that kind of thing. But to me, it was very important, how am I gonna do it? It's the actual moment. So we traveled to the place. It's actually the place where we later on, 2014, we had our traditional wedding. So that particular spot, I'll put a picture. That we took on the traditional wedding. This is where I made that proposal. So I drove, I stopped there and I said, oh, let's go and have a look at this.
First you went to the salsa club, babe, don't forget. First you drove to the salsa club where we met.
Right.
And the salsa club was actually...
remember this.
Because you told me that. And the salsa club had actually closed down, remember?
Yeah. So the salsa, I was thinking to do it, next to the salsa.
So we were driving around a lot,
right.
And I was like, what's going on?
Right, now that you say that.
So get your story together.
Ooh.
Yeah, so first we drove there.
Okay, so we drove by the place and I'm like, okay, the place is closed. So what are we gonna do?
No more salsa.
So I was like driving, right? And as I'm talking, like, oh yeah, we're just having, the conversation. you know, in my mind, I'm racing. I'm like, okay, how am I gonna do this now? I need a plan B. You know, I didn't have a plan B. You know, so I'm like, okay, let's just do, you know, the freestyling. So I drove to that place. You know, it's a boat station. So it's a really nice, you know, place during the summer. It's beautiful. There is a leafy river, you know, the river that goes into Dublin. And I remember we're getting out of the car, and I said, okay, well, let's go and let's have a look, you know, what is going on there near the water. And it was already dark, so it's like, you know, 1st of March. The time, I don't know, it was 9 p.m. You know, around that time, and it's already dark. So as we're going towards the water, we're standing there talking, and then I'm taking out the box, and I'm presenting the ring, and I'm like, would you marry me? I looked at her beautiful eyes.
I actually didn't think it was happening. I thought he was joking, because he had, like, whenever I will, let's say, do something nice, he will say, oh my gosh, would you marry me? Like, all the time. Yeah, you don't, like, he was kind of like, oh my gosh, you're such a wonderful woman, would you marry me? Like, for everything, like, let's say I make him a good dinner. Yeah, maybe you don't remember that. He will always say that, would you marry me? Would you marry me? So when he actually said that, I was like, oh, is it another of Max's moment? Like, he's just happy and he's telling me, would you marry me? So I thought he was joking until he opened the box, and then I saw that he was real, and I was like, no. And I said yes, and you only talk about the swan because you love talking about the swan.
Okay, no, you're not romantic. Like, honestly, yeah, that was the most romantic.
He is the romantic one. I'm the logical person here.
Look, if we were shooting the movie, yeah, like, I bet, yeah, even what's his name, Steven Spielberg and James Cameron together, they wouldn't come up to this, you know, scenery. So, and this is the real, you know, this is the real life. What's happening is that, you know, as I'm presenting the ring and I say, you know, would you marry me, yeah, and she's, you know, she agreeing, and, you know, I guess I put the ring on, you know, there's, and imagine, yeah, there's a river, you know, it's kind of, you know, like, it's not pitch dark, you know, it's like, it's very dark.
The moon reflecting on the river,
and then there is two beautiful white swans, you know, just flowing, you know, like swimming, you know, swimming towards us. Like, I still remember that moment, you know, like, I'm honestly, yeah.
What do swans represent anyway?
Like,
do they mate for life or something, or is it
penguins?
No. I think penguins, they mate for life. I don't know. Okay, I will Google what swans.
Penguins.
I think I read that penguins, when they meet, like, it's for life.
So,
yeah,
the swans, yeah, and I actually, you know, I still remember the moment that they're just swimming, you know, towards us, and like, woo, and like, honestly, you know, if I was, you know, the Russian oligarch, yeah, and I'll pay for everything, I wouldn't be able to pay for that, because that is just something that, you know, it's free, but it's priceless, and that moment, I mean, it will stay forever, you know, that particular moment. And to me, again, it was, you know, to me, like, I felt like, wow, this is just, it's a sign, you know?
Yeah.
You know, the blessing, you know, the sign, you know, the whole atmosphere. I mean, it was really cool.
It was perfect. We didn't have like a big photographer crew or anything like that. It was just the two of us. And I don't know if I would have loved for some people to take pictures or to make a video of this, I don't know, but all I know is that it's something that even if there's no pictures, there's no videos, it wasn't like recorded, but it's something that, you know, I will always remember. He will also always remember, like the swans swimming and everything. That was really good. And it's after when we got into the car that you actually told me that, oh, I actually wanted to propose where we met in the salsa club, but because it was closed, I came here. And that place also, we kind of like, I always liked that place anyway, where there was the greenery.
Yeah, the Swan Lake.
Yeah.
So I proposed to Patricia. We you know, drove to the club, another one, not where the P.Diddy is partying, but yeah, we just had a little champagne drink, and it was nice. So oh yeah, I remember the thing. What she did, when we came to the club, she first thing, she called her mother, and she said, "Oh, Max just proposed to me." I guess her mom, said, "So what did you do, Did you accept it?"
Yeah, because my mom knows me.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, she knows Patricia is a bit difficult, complicated, but yeah, she was happy.
I did not know them back then,
Well,
honestly, honestly, they never say this before, but we had a little drink. She had a drink, I was driving, so I guess I just had a little sip. But here's the picture, from that night.
Yeah.
She was really showing off, and guys, just to give you the understanding how forward thinking and thinking ahead and thinking, planning ahead she is that I proposed, that was,
the 1st of March.
Yeah, 1st of March, I can't remember, was it Friday or Saturday, right? So, yeah, so basically, I proposed on, Friday evening, let's say.
Yeah, maybe it was Friday.
More likely Friday evening, but Saturday morning, we already drove and we're looking for a place, for the wedding, so.
We went to a venue, we visited a venue.
Yeah, so she was planning the wedding, the big civil wedding, yeah, and he wasn't planning the.
I was just thinking of venues.
So
I was just thinking of
she was already thinking, okay, where we're gonna get married. I just proposed, right? It's just happened, like, come on, it's not even 24 hours.
Yeah.
it's like 12 hours later, we're actually looking for the place, But that was really cool. I mean, it was really cool, and I remember the day, and buying the ring, and I had this ring for like months, Yeah, and I was really, even though, as I say, it's a kind of, it's an easy thing if you think about it, right?
It's an easy thing
to propose, right? Like, you think, every time you're watching the movie, like, okay, what difficult is about? It's just, you say, would you, bam, girls love diamonds, so what's the big deal? But I wasn't scared, I was really not, because it is a big step. It is a big step, and to me it was.
You didn't have any doubts, did you?
I didn't have any doubts, no.
Of my answer, of what I was gonna say.
No, I knew 110% that you will be my wife.
I was like madly in love. I said,
babe, I knew you will be my wife. From the moment I saw you, I knew you will be my wife.
I didn't know that, but yeah, I knew it later. Yeah.
But then it's kind of it's funny, but when you actually come into this, and it is, as I say, it is a big step. I guess when you're younger, you're not thinking about, but then when you're in age, when you're thinking about your best half, and you think about family, having kids, it's a big commitment.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you said yes. I'm glad that I did that on the 1st of March, because
you're welcome.
8th of March is International Women's Day. So I also, it's a big deal in Russia, the 8th of March. So I want to have this date as something that we'll remember. But also I didn't want to have it where everybody's celebrating. So I wouldn't do it on 14th of February. I think it's just,
well, if you propose on the 14th, that's okay, that's you.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah, you just wanted to have.
Yeah, of course. Like, if you had this, I mean, nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, for myself, I wanted to have this day as a special date for us, as a special day for us as a couple, as a married couple, as a family, for our children as well. So
this is how you propose.
This is how I propose, and the wedding, you can see, it was what, 6 months,
So we proposed in March and we got married.
The traditional wedding.
The traditional wedding. The traditional wedding was it August? It was during the summer.
I think
of
it
the
was
same
July.
year.
Guys, the thing is, so we had the traditional wedding. We also had, the ceremony, civil ceremony.
The registry.
Yeah, the registry. It was just, like an official kind of, signing paper. Just close family. And then also we had a white wedding. What we called as white dress. And also it was a church. So the pastor was actually in the hotel where the wedding took place, and we're gonna post that video. I had a few comments asking about that particular footage, so I promise I'm gonna post it in the next couple of months. Patricia needs to find the actual USB flash because
I have it somewhere.
She have it somewhere, so just please be patient. We will definitely post it. It was beautiful. In fact, I haven't seen it myself. I'll be honest with you, 6 years ago.
I saw it right before Annabelle was born, actually. When I was
6 years.
That's the only time I saw it.
So definitely, I will make this happen. It's going to be, a separate video about the wedding, because it was beautiful. But to be honest with you, and obviously, we're going to talk about this, when, closer to that day. I don't even remember. I do have kind of flashbacks how it was, like a couple
it was
flashbacks.
Stressful, wasn't it?
But it was super stressful,
yeah.
even though it wasn't stressful in the sense where I was responsible for things, because everything was pre-agreed and pre-ordered and done before. No, honestly, she without her it wouldn't
there
happen.
Would be no
I would be like, okay, listen, let's just go to, I don't know, to the bar and have a Hennessy on the rocks.
Just a look.
Yeah, but it was beautiful. Everything was already pre-agreed, and it was
planned.
It was planned, but still there's so much. And I guess the thing is, at the time I wasn't drinking, so at my own wedding I didn't have maybe just a sip of champagne or wine, and that was it. I think it would be better if I had a little shot, just relax myself, because.
Well, you didn't look. But anyway, that's not the.
I didn't look stressed, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't look stressed, but as I say, it was that, for the weddings, if you guys, if you're not married as yet, if you're planning your wedding, my advice is just have it for yourself, enjoy it. Let everyone else, do whatever they want. You just enjoy your day.
Yeah.
It's your day, so.
Yeah, we do it again, because to be honest, I didn't enjoy it myself as well. I was super stressed, so yeah, we're going to do it another one, yeah. Okay.
Would you marry me?
Maybe we'll see.
Again? Okay, now she's cheeky, huh?
I have to be. I cannot give everything just quickly like this.
Okay, well, look, so this is, another episode on how we met, the proposal. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do, thumbs up. The comments, we love reading your comments, and if you feel that you want to discuss something, please leave the comments. We love to hear from you. We will do next month in April. We will do another live session.
Yeah.
So definitely, we're gonna catch up live, and we will have a live session, Q&A kind of a session. But listen, thank you so much for your support. As I said in the beginning, I love reading your comments. I love.
He does. He does.
Absolutely. I mean.
He loves it. Yeah, but they're lovely. They really touch our hearts.
Yeah. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the love that you're showing us. When we start this channel, I did not know what to expect.
No, it was very nerve-wracking.
It was a kind of a step. It's like jumping from parachute in a way.
Yeah, just jumping in emptiness and hoping that you will land somewhere good. So yeah, I'm glad we're doing this.
Amen.
Finally.
Amen. Okay, well look, everybody stay safe, God bless, and
we'll see you when we see
stay tuned.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye. À plus tard.